may have attended a professional development conference, but what's an unconference? I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me is Andy Petroski, who's the Director of Learning Technologies for Harrisburg University. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks.
Many of us have been to a conference for our jobs, but talk to us about the concept of an unconference.
Well, an unconference is an event where the attendees really make up the schedule of the day as far as the topics are concerned. So the event, the main topic of the event is set ahead of time so people know what they're attending in general to speak about or to hear about and learn about. But in the first session of the morning is actually an organizational session where attendees fill in the conference schedule with sessions that they're interested in presenting about and sharing information with other attendees.
And this is something that you are working to do with educators. Talk to us a little bit about this event and what it could mean, this exchange of ideas in this very fluid way, what it could mean for educators here in the Commonwealth.
Well, for educators especially who are often, confined within the walls of their classroom all day or within the confines of their school building, getting out and connecting with others is a really important part of their professional development. So this is a way in which they can do that and share their expertise and hear from the expertise of others. And it's a way, especially with the cuts in spending in education, it's a way for them to do that and really drive their own professional development outside of what their employer is providing and what's available for them.
You're having an upcoming conference. This is an EdCamp. Talk to us about this and what will happen there.
Well, at the EdCamp, people register for the event like they do any other conference or professional development session they might attend. However, when they attend, again, the morning session will be some networking and discussion, and then actually filling in the schedule for the day. So there are blocks of time that are set aside just like any conference. So we usually provide about 5 or 6 classrooms at Harrisburg University. So there's 5 or 6 sessions going on at any time. And then there are probably 5 blocks of time, so about 30 sessions, altogether throughout the day. And so attendees fill in the session blocks with the topics that they're interested in presenting in. And once the schedule is set, it's actually put online. It's also always available in a physical location in one of the classrooms. And then around 9 o'clock, the conference begins, or the unconference begins, and it'll go till about 4 p.m. that day. And there's a lunch break in between where there's some networking and some opportunities to continue to share ideas. It's one of the great things about this type of conference, because it is so communal and so social, that a lot of it, the biggest impact is it really starts conversations. So people connect and then can continue those conversations, after the fact.
And EdCamp Harrisburg, happening on October 20th, you say, is part of a national movement.
Yeah, there are unconferences in all kinds of industries. So we actually host another event in the spring called Bar Camp, which actually is for programmers. There's higher ed unconferences, and many other industries are holding unconferences where people informally get together and again, share expertise and network. And it's a much less vendor-driven and much less commercial, and an opportunity for the community and the individuals to really drive their own learning.
For educators, they can visit your website for additional information about this program and about how to sign up. And I want to quickly talk about something else that's happening with Harrisburg University. Many of us use social media in a variety of different ways, but you are looking at this from a professional perspective.
Yeah, social media has a big impact on professional activities, especially in marketing, communications, and in training or education, the area in which I focus in mainly in my role at the university. And part of that is educating students how this is going to impact them once they get out into the workplace. So I'm involved with a national organization called the Social Media Club, and I'm on the board of advisors for their EDU subcommittee, so Social Media Club Education. And the goal of that group is to create social media clubs at universities throughout the U.S. and to build some momentum in social media literacy for those students.
Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
We've been talking with Andy Petroski. I'm Jill Horner for Comcast Newsmakers.